My people, they say UGM don't send a strong message. We be unknown government don't send a strong message. Go give the city boys Cubana and Chiefpriest. Tell them say may they do that their city boy yo for inside town. Say may they no try put head for inside southeast. No ready though. I beg one of my brother don't provoke. Put for inside the matter what they happen for southeast as they want take use us they play. Things are happening. The Hausa people don't come outside, come beg the Igbos, Yorubas, and other ethnic group in Nigeria. Say may they come outside, come help, may they liberate Hausa come on for phone and hand. If not, something no go better for Nigeria. Let's go and watch the videos before we come back and continue. As they watch, share this video, follow this page for more updates. Very, very important. Don't forget.
I am saying these things, it should be on record. We can never forgive Nigeria. We can't. So there are people who owns this country. There are people who tells you what they must do and what they must not do. There are people who states how you arrest them, how they come to be arrested, who don't want to be humiliated. But they can humiliate our brother, they can humiliate Mazinan, they can go as Igbos are. They are the most stupid things I've ever seen. Some of them, people like Cubana, very useless and hopeless people. I don't know how they created these people. Very angry this morning. I came angry. I don't know who gave birth to these animals called Cubana and the rest of them. Embarrassing the Igbos. A governor who can try that in the southeast. That DSSS come for your arrest. You tell the person to get out. That you can't arrest me. That even the president of the nation cannot order his arrest. Not to talk of few people that are standing before me. And Mazinan the Kano is in detention. City Boys movement, they are moving up and down in the southeast. City Boys movement. You will move that City Boy movement in the west and in the north. Don't bring it to the southeast. El-Rufai is on national. Come on, this thing is on the internet. Every one of you saw it. Nobody can do that in the southeast. Nobody. When the former CBN governor Emefiele finished being it under Buhari, that they claim he was alive, and they came and arrested Emefiele, insulted the living hell out of him, exposed him to the world of his corruption, and even when he got freedom, they still arrested him in the courts. They freaking humiliated him. Are we talking about Obiano, the former governor of Anambra State? When he finished his gubernatorial position and handed over and he wanted to travel, DSSS went and arrested him. He could not resist. He never resisted arrest. But a known terrorist sympathizer, someone who has threatened the Americans that they will go in body bag, someone who is in charge of the so-called terrorist people ravaging the north, is resisting arrest, and his people rallied around him. And you people want us to clap for Nigeria. One Nigeria is possible. God will. One Nigeria is possible, right? El-Rufai resisted arrest. He resisted arrest. Nobody could say anything. My anger is not that he resisted arrest. He even said that the president of the nation cannot order his arrest. Not to talk of you. And you call us one Nigeria. Mazinan the Kano will be subjected to all manner of inhuman treatment. Nobody is saying anything about it because we are Igbos, because we are the Easterners. We are from the East. Shameless people. Shameless people. We are all shameless. The so-called foolish billionaires that don't know how they got their money, parading like useless fools, telling you that they are City Boy movement. In the whole of position, the whole position that is in Nigeria, they're giving you City Boys movement and your shoulders are up. Have you seen what we are saying? Nigeria is not for the Igbos. The dissolution of Nigeria will give us peace. And that is why they have been using Boko Haram, ISWAP, and all kind of terrorist groups to intimidate the Igbos. They called us terrorists. They called IPOB a terrorist. They labeled the movement of Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, terrorist organization. But today when Trump came in, he didn't even look at the southeast. He struck the north. Even Shegumi's house was affected. These people did not say a word. But when it comes to Igbo, they will hold us by the neck. And all of you will say, very shameless people. Only ego, you will see an Igbo man bragging. You see that idiot, that Chiefpriest with his big belly, see the car where you rubbish, promoting evil. People that Canada has designated as terrorist party. That is where our brothers, they are not even our brothers, the fools called Obi, Cubana, and the rest went to put their head just because of the love of money. Just because of love of money. People that they designated as terrorist party, you are joining them. So you are terrorist abetors. You help them to unalive our citizens. You help them to unalive the citizens of Igbo. Banditry. Because they were designated as terrorist organization. Some of the people that, even Shetima is part of the people who are abetting and, petting with this, eating and whining with the terrorists. All of us knows this. Ana offer Odogu. That is where you see an Igbo man. That is where you see an Igbo man. That is where you see an Igbo man when it comes to money. If you look at 5 houses from where he's living, Okachandini Inebina 5 street of where he's living. I'm working with the government. Mananya the city boy movement. Chairman of India, chairman of area boys. That's what they give you. I'm so pissed this morning. No Igbo man can do that. No, can try that thing. No Igbo man in the whole Nigeria, no matter your portfolio. Every of our Igbo brothers has been humiliated by this government. Every of our Igbo brothers, they have been humiliated. Even Peter Obi cannot try it. Peter Obi cannot try it. To resist arrest, it's not possible. A non-terrorist sympathizer, nobody is arresting them. Nobody is coming for them. But when an Igbo man speaks, they go and use Tucano jet fighters to level their villages, their homes, unalive people there with no remorse. And then Nigeria, you people are just toilet rolls, toilet papers. That is what we are in Nigeria. That the Mazin Nandi Kano, you still have the nerves, the effrontery, the temerity to go and join APC. Are you people normal? Are you normal? People that have been designated as country of particular concern. Most of you don't know how to read. Go and Google these things and see the meaning of what they have said against this country, against the people in power. Canadian courts designated Nigerian political party APC and PDP as a terrorist organization. That is where you find big fat belly man called himself Chiefpriest. That is where you find all these criminals. I keep asking them, what did they do to arrive to this kind of wealth that they have? What is their business? What was their business before now? What was their business? If they are not scammers. Some will say, oh, because he's poor. That is what some of you will be writing. He's talking because he doesn't have a job. He's talking because he's envious. I'm not envious about these animals. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has all. He's sitting there in the prison. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has everything. Everything. He forfeited everything he has in this country. Came down to fight, to die for you. To fight for your freedom. And this is how we are paying him back. With treachery. Treacherous people. People that has no respect anywhere in the world are the Igbos. But yet we love money. We don't like to defend our rights. We don't like to stand our rights. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was asking Omotosho, show me the law. Omotosho could not show him the law in which he was being tried on. And he jailed him. All of us shut our mouths up. In fear and intimidation. Hey! Atom 20 feet. On Atom 20 feet. This is what we do. No brain. No brain to reason. Come on, sit at home, ask Kainolo, and they threaten everybody. Now, the South is kind of peaceful. Kihana, Soludo kana agahale. And they threaten Ndibu. Esina Abuja threatening Ndibu, Banata. Esina Abuja threatening Ndibu, na Banata. Can we threaten them from the east to Abuja? Every time they suppress and intimidate people, and they come, they show it to our very faces. They show it to our very faces. I don't know when we are going to learn. El-Rufai told them, yes, it was his right he's fighting for. That is how it should be done anywhere in the world. You can't see me at the airport and arrest me. You must invite me for clarity. But we have known Nigeria to burst into your house, break the doors down. They did it to Rocha Sokorocha. They didn't invite him. He's an Igbo governor. He was a sitting governor when they broke into his house. Rochas, this former governor of Imo State, they did it to him. They never invited him. How this is done here in this country, you must invite that person to come. And if he resists arrest, then you use court order to arrest him. But Nigeria, they are caught. The BSSS, the EFCC, the drug law enforcement agent, they are their own courts. They are their own lawyers. They sign arrest warrant anyhow, without going through the normal due process. But when it comes to an Igbo man, no process. Anywhere you see them, is that if they resist arrest, gun them down. But when it comes to the northerners, to the Fulanis, to the Hausas, treat them with carrot sticks. Where in Nigeria has you ever seen that the EFCC was going after an Igbo man and they saw the person and the Igbo man told them, you can't arrest me. Even your president cannot arrest me. No matter your portfolio in Nigeria. And they'll tell you, get out of this place. I'll come by myself. Or invite me normally. You can't arrest me. Where? Please tell me. Tell me. I've never seen it since I was born. This is my first time of seeing it. That is terrorist sympathizer, a terrorist abader, a terrorist sponsorer, financier, which we all know that he said they know where these terrorists are hiding in the forest. They brought them in for machineries to use and win Jonathan election. He said it. El-Rufai said it. And they stopped him at the airport. He said, you can't arrest me. And he walked away. And he even said, that is the one that is, that one, when I hear and my head begin to come out smoke. I wish you people are in spirit. You will see that my head is removing smoke. That the president of the nation cannot even order his own arrest. In Nigeria. And the person is still walking freely. Just because he's from the north. Just because El-Rufai is from the north. Can an Igbo man try such? Ndi Igbo na funa yenwe level. Una funa way high pass it. Have you people seen the truth now? That no one honya iwu. Really? Obiano, the moment he stepped down, handed over to this criminal Chukwu Masoludo. Ma'am, Ejikoya Kanab. By the EFCC. Obiano could not resist arrest and tell them that he's going to be coming by himself. All alone. Mazin Nandi no na prison ne lekasi. I no leba. Iya mutazile wul Mazin Nandi Kanu told us to stop sit at home. Mazin Nandi Kanu ashigo. Mazin Nandi Kanu did not tell you to tell us that he will soon be coming out. So date. Mazin Nandi Kanu agwaroziki boso ya puta. Maniho na agwa Mazin Nandi Kanu agwarogi that na ndi agba usilu na mpo na fenwete be kwa justice. Ndi agba usilu kafa na eme protest for Donald Trump mgbe Donald Trump batala na ọchịchị. They've not gotten justice. All Mazin Nandi Kanu could tell you is to tell us to back down. Tell him we are deaf. We don't want to hear that. Tell him we are deaf. Sorry, guys. Let him tell us the day he's coming out. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell us the day he will be coming out. And if he's coming out, he has to go for treatment first in London or in the United States of America. First. Not to stay under duress and tell us to stop this at home. Who does that? Who does that? So somebody can resist arrest in Nigeria. And the buy on Afro Zino. On Afro. Una fuge keshe. Una don't see him now. Una don't see him. Una don't see him. When I saw this thing yesterday, I was so pissed. I had to write to General Sabuja. I wrote to him. I called him and said, sir, Iha na de mendi Igbo or the Manob. Iha na mendi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or the Manob. I wrote to him yesterday. General Sabuja, I wrote to him yesterday. And I'm not going to say the next thing that happened. Before you know it, he responded via writing yesterday to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. I wrote to General Sabuja. I've written to him on his WhatsApp and I wrote to him on his X handle. Alomelai. Alomelundibu. Alomelundibu kan na agwono. Alomelai. Anya mili na afum na anya nya. My problem is not that he resisted arrest. My problem was not that he resisted arrest. I've often known that due process, you must follow due process if you want to arrest anybody. And that is why they have tried everything they want to try to see how to arrest. Because you can't even come here and arrest me. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not breaking any rules. To Nigeria, I'm breaking rules because we are speaking the truth. If I was in Nigeria by now, I would have been sentenced to death. That is the truth. There must be a process before they can arrest you. Your freedom, your rights must not be violated on. Which I know. But the one that shook me the most, that if I say it, if the police people are here, they will arrest me. If you like, let that man be my president. Let Donald Trump be my father. They will arrest me. You know why? Because you have left the topic of the day and now made a national threat that even the president cannot arrest you. That is a very big threat. And the guy walked away. If I come here and then maybe I committed a crime and then I was ordered by the government of this country to arrest me, God forbid. And then the government saw me coming in from the airport and I resist arrest. I have a right. I will ask them, maybe they don't know their job. The ones that come to arrest me don't know their job. I will ask them, where is my warrant of arrest and what are my offenses? They must show me that warrant of arrest before they can pick me up, which is normal. Now, if they don't show me, I have a right to tell them I cannot be arrested. I cannot be arrested until, because I don't know if you people are kidnappers. Oh, we are in the police uniform. I don't care about that. Anybody can impersonate police and then come to arrest me. So I don't care about that. I want to see the warrant of arrest and I will follow you people. If they don't provide it, I'll go home. And anytime they have that warrant of arrest, they can come for me and arrest me the way they want. Now, for me now to tell them to their very face that you don't have warrant of arrest, even the prime minister of this country cannot order for my arrest. Who are you people? That immediately, in fact, it triggers another thing. Immediately, my handcuff will enter my hand. Immediately. You know why? Because I have mentioned somebody who was not even in the picture, saying that person cannot even order my arrest. So who are you? We want to know who you are. Is that person giving you backup for your crimes? So they will investigate it. Investigate what I have said. Investigate the man that I mentioned his name. That is how bad it is. And then this man walked away freely. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is detained in Sokoto Correctional Center. God will punish any Igbo man that says Tinubu must conduct the election in the southeast. God will punish any one of them. And they will see it. You know, you people have been testing our patience. You asked us to go legally. Finland, one Nigeria, your counterparts. You told us to go legally. We are going legally. And now, you people refuses to leave our land.
This is my call to Igbo, Yoruba, and other Nigerian nationalities. And everybody. As long as we want genocide to end in Nigeria, as long as we want Nigeria to be a comfortable place for everybody, most especially the Hausa land, Yoruba, Igbo, and other Nigerian tribes have to help Hausa people. How are they going to help Hausa people? First of all, I want you people to know that Hausa people are not the ones who are ruling their land. It is Fulani that are ruling this country. That is the Hausa land. And every position that you will see in Nigeria of that of a higher position, you will find out that it is a Fulani person that you will see there. This is not a funny thing.
It didn't just happen like that.
Those people that are disguising as Hausa people are the ones who are responsible for this insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria. Why I say so is because of the tribalism. The amount of tribalism in the heart of these people is a very high.
Fulani are too tribalistic.
So I'm calling to you people, the Igbos, Yoruba, to help Hausa people. Please help Hausa people and let them have their land. Because once Hausa man is liberated, other Nigerians will be liberated.
Automatically.
Like that is my call to Nigerians, most especially the Igbos and Yorubas. Thank you.
My people, things are really happening. I bet make una share this video and drop your own opinion for inside comment section.